Big changes could soon be coming to Tesla. CEO Elon Musk tweeted, quote, "I am considering taking Tesla private at $420. Funding secured." News of the move sent stock prices soaring, but it comes after the company recently saw a drop in profits and after it missed a number of production targets. Now, Tim Stevens is the editor-in-chief of Roadshow magazine and an editor-at-large of CNET, and he joins me now via Skype from Albany, New York. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so the first question, why would Elon Musk want to make this move right now?
It's definitely a big question. We've got more questions than answers at this point, but Musk has seen a lot of success with his other major company, SpaceX, and keeping things private there. It gives him a lot more control to kind of do what he wants to do. He doesn't have to worry about oversight and regulation as much either. He doesn't have to worry about doing quarterly calls, which he doesn't seem to like very much. And he doesn't have to worry about conspiracies with the short sellers either trying to dilute the value of his company. So he thinks that by doing this, he'll be able to shrug off a lot of that baggage and really refocus on the mission of the company, which is to produce cars that get us off of non-renewable energy sources.
He's got a lot of big goals ahead, but why is Tesla struggling to meet its production deadlines?
Ultimately, they're finding ramping up the production of the Model 3 to be a lot harder than they thought it was going to be. The design of the car was supposed to make it a lot easier to manufacture than the Model X or the Model S that came before. But actually, it's still proving to be a bit of a challenge. In fact, they've had to redo their entire manufacturing multiple times just to get the car produced. They're getting to the point now where they are producing them in quantities, but it's still proving to be a bit of a challenge for them. And making a profit is continuing to be a challenge as well. They haven't come anywhere near producing that $35,000 car they're supposed to. These cars are selling for $50,000 and $60,000, but still they're struggling to make profits.
All right, so Tim, in your review earlier this year, you referred to the Tesla Model 3 as, quote, the most anticipated car of all time. That's huge. What made you give it this lofty title?
Well, we had hundreds of thousands of pre-orders for the Model 3, something we'd never seen before. Over 400,000 people put down $1,000 each just to reserve the chance to buy this car when it was available. We'd never seen anything like that before. And so the anticipation for the Model 3 was huge. But again, a lot of people were really excited to buy a car for $35,000. And you still can't do that. You can actually order a Model 3 right now and get it in pretty short order within a couple of weeks or a couple of months. But you're going to be spending, again, in the $50,000 to $60,000 range. And again, not that $35,000 mark that Tesla has still yet to hit.
All right, Tim, again, help me out. If the car was so lauded, why hasn't it helped Tesla's bottom line?
Because, again, they're really struggling to make these at a profit, and that's the big thing that's missing. They're still really coming close to losing money on every car that's produced, and that's not really a good way to make profits. And ultimately, Musk thinks a lot of the problems have to do with the short sellers and conspiracy theories and things like that that are ultimately impacting the value of his company. And by going private, he thinks he can kind of get rid of a lot of those headaches.
All right, a final question for you. You reviewed other electric cars, too. For the price point, are Teslas better, or are other car companies catching up?
Other car companies are definitely catching up. I was lucky to drive the Jaguar I-Pace, which is their all-electric crossover SUV, and that's really, really nice and coming in at about the same price point that we're seeing lower-end Model S's or Model X's. So the competition will be here really soon. We see Audi and Porsche that are very close to launching their cars as well. But right now, if you're looking for a high-performance, good-looking, and nice driving EV, Tesla is still king of the hill.
All right, Tim Stevens, good to see you and talk to you as well.
Thanks very much.